Are you looking to expand your food palate? Have you ever tried Mexican food? If you haven't, then you might be surprised. Coming from somebody that's a very picky eater as myself, I would say the Mexican cuisine is my favorite. And this is also coming from somebody that is not a very big fan of spicy food, which is a staple in many Mexican style dishes. I've been to Puerto Vallarta, Cancun, and Cabo, and totaling 6 trips to Mexico. And there's so much food that I have tried, but there's still even more that I have yet to try. According to Jolene DeMeyer, an analyst at CHD Expert, she states that Mexican-style food is the 3rd most popular food in America. This means that 233 million Americans say that they use Mexican ingredients in their diet. During this speech, I'm going to cover the 3 most populated regions in Mexico and their foods there, ranging from the street food of central Mexico to the tropical cuisine of the Gulf, as well as the more exotic dishes that are in the Bajío. The first region that we are going to be talking about today is going to be Central Mexico. Central Mexico is most famous for its street food, and National Institute of Health says that street food has been popular in Mexico since the pre-colonial times. Now let me preface all this by saying that in Mexico they don't have the same food regulations as we do, so if you plan on making a trip to Mexico and visiting their restaurants and street stands, then I would advise you to be very cautious. Kind of a general rule is that if there's no customers at a street stand or in a restaurant, then there's probably a good reason for that, and that's often because they pose a health risk to those that eat there, or their food is just not very good. Some of the most popular food in central Mexico is obviously going to be just the standard taco. And it is so important and so popular there because of how customizable it is. You can pretty much put everything in a taco as long as you wrap it in a corn, flour, crispy cauliflower tortilla, and it's considered a taco. But some of the most popular ingredients are going to be meat, beans, cheese, and lettuce. Next, we're going to talk about the Gulf region. Now, the Gulf region is known for its seafood as well as its citrus fruits, due to it being close to the Gulf of Mexico, where it gets a lot of its food from. According to the official Tabasco website, the Capsicum frutensis peppers are actually found in the Gulf region of Mexico, which is the main ingredient in the famous Tabasco sauce, and it has also led to a state in Mexico being named Tabasco. The cuisine of the Gulf region is often compared to that of the Caribbean, and this is due to its combination of seafood and citrus fruits. The seafoods can be shrimp, red snapper, and octopus are some of the most famous ones, and they are often combined with citrus fruits such as papaya, mamey, and zapote. Lastly, I'm going to be covering the Bajío region of Mexico. The Bajío region, also known as the lowlands as its direct translation into English, is an area that is very difficult to grow crops, as well as it being in the center of Mexico, so it doesn't get many nutrients in the soil, so the soil is often very dry, so they have to be kind of creative with their dishes. This is going to be where some of the most exotic dishes come from. It has a sort of a Spanish culture to it, and this is because when the original Spanish colonizers came to Mexico, they actually decided to settle in the Bajío region. Some of the most famous dishes in the Bajío region is going to be stone soup, which is a very interesting dish. You throw in raw ingredients such as fish, chili, shallots, and cheese, and you cook it over some hot stones for 3 to 4 minutes until the stones actually break due to the heat. And this is when it's considered done. This is going to be more of a raw dish, so it's not going to be very well cooked, which is appealing to some people, others not so much. And another very interesting thing that they have in the Bajío region of Mexico is blue agave. Now, blue agave is most famous for being the main ingredient in tequila, a very popular Mexican alcoholic drink. But it is also often cooked and grilled, and its taste is compared to that of chicken, which makes it very popular among the vegetarian community. And it is often paired with egg, cheese, and tomatoes to make a meal. These were the dishes from Mexico in the 3 most popular regions. Mexico is remarkably diverse when it comes to their food options, so I hope that you guys are willing to try at least a couple of these dishes to see if you like them or not, especially if you're a fan of spicy food. And I hope that I was able to inform you of what Mexico has to offer by showing you the food in the central Mexico, in the Gulf region, as well as the Baja. Thank you for listening.